Okay, so coming into easy pose, however that is sitting upright through the spine. Even if you want to sit on a chair before we do the movements, that's fine. Shoulders back and down, gently recruiting the core above the pubic bone and just placing the palms gently together in front of the heart center. Have a sense of lengthening through the back of the neck, like you're gently lifting through the crown of the head. And the shoulders are gently relaxing away from your ears. Arriving in your space. Just tune into the gentle breath in and out through the nostrils of your nose. And once you sense you have relaxed into the rhythm of your breath, become as still as you can for your body. Set your intention for your practice today. Release your intention. You can keep the palms together now or place the hands on the belly. You're going to do some belly breathing and then flow into pigeon breath. If you want the hands on the belly, that's fine, or resting the hands into the lap. Becoming aware that you are taking slightly deeper breaths in and out now. As you breathe in, the belly gently expands. And as you breathe out, the belly gently softens. The breath calming the mind to sit in easy pose. Diaphragmatic breath. Gently building the agni in the belly, the solar plexus, stoking your inner fire of willfulness and determination, self-esteem. Gently bring the hands now to be interlaced or just clasping each other, if that's better for your joints, and resting the hands under the chin. Just have a little fidget through the shoulders, change the position of the legs if you want to. Just relax the breath, and with pigeon breath, we actually move the arms. We breathe in through the nostrils, breathe out through the mouth as if we're blowing out through a straw. And then there's the all-important pause. So we breathe in and out before we breathe in and out, raising the arms again. So when you're ready, breathing in, gently raising the elbows, keep the shoulders down. Breath in through the nostrils and the breath out through the mouth. Lowering the elbows, as if you're blowing all the air out of the lungs through a straw. Little breath in and out to pause, and then again. Just follow your own rhythm, no rushing. Just a little tilt of the chin upwards as you raise the elbows, if that feels okay for your neck. Feel the lengthening, the lifting of the rib cage away from the top of the hips. Last one. Relax the breath. Just rest the hands down on the thighs or the knees, rolling the shoulders slowly back. Lift, draw back, lower. So exaggerating the movement. Again, physically feeling the release into the rib cage, front body, back body. Little lifting and lowering of the sternum. Gently reverse the rolls. Gently roll the shoulders back and down, come to center. Lower the right ear to the right shoulder. I'm going to mirror you here. Keep the shoulders level, lowering. Just position the head so you can feel the gentle release from the upper trapezius here into the SCM muscle. Relax the eyes, relax the jaw. Just follow the rhythm of the breath. Slowly bring the head back through center, releasing to the opposite side. The heart feels relaxed, yet open through the front body as you breathe. Gently bringing the head back to center. Slowly turn the head to the right, with the shoulder caps facing forwards, lifting through the back body spine, through the crown of the head, lifting, lifting. Head back through center, opposite side. Head back through center, lower the chin to the chest if it feels safe to do so. Half roll the head to the right, half roll the head to the left. Or adjust to a different forward so turn of the head if you want to. Gently bring the head back to center. Place the fingertips on the shoulders and roll back, leading with the elbows as big as you can. Feeling again the lift of the whole of the chest, rib cage, breastbone. Reverse. Okay, now if you can keep the fingertips here, or you can place the hands behind the head. Just try to draw the chin in so there's length through the back of the neck. We're not projecting the chin forwards or lowering the chin to the chest at the moment. But first of all, keeping the chin parallel to the ground. As you breathe in, sense or have an awareness of the shoulders and the elbows drawing slightly back. And as you breathe out, keep the chin parallel to the ground and draw the elbows forwards. Stretching and opening to the heart through the back body. Breathe in, drawing back. Breathe out, coming forwards. Check in with the sitting bones, the core, the sternum. It feels safe to do so when the elbows come closer together. You can lower the chin to the chest if you want to, just bringing lengthening gently to the back of the neck. No forcing. Breathe in, lift and open. Breathe out, close. Just lowering the head if you want to. If it feels okay as you breathe out, just stay with the chin to the chest, elbows coming towards each other. Shoulders drawing down, feel the lengthening down the back of the neck. If you want to hold it here, that's fine. If not, you can release it. Just breathing. And then come back to center. Stretch out the arms. Palms face down. Just really lengthen through the fingertips without the sensation of locking the elbows, particularly the middle finger. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Draw the shoulders down. Drawing the fingers back towards the forearms. Soften the elbows a little bit. I'm going to bring the arms forwards, cross the right in front of the left. Give yourself a hug. Just draw the elbows down again. Lift through the crown of the head. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Nice deep breaths. Opening into the back body. And then breathe in, open the arms. Breathe out, alternate the cross. I'm going to breathe, I'm going to open again. I'm going to breathe out, we're going to cross, alternating the cross once more. Just settle here. I'm going to bring a circle to the upper body. So I'm just sort of tilting over to the right, sweeping round, over to the left and coming upright. Just try to keep the head stable so we really feel it's about the upper back and the rib cage. Not too fast. Let the breath flow. You really get into the intercostal muscles here. Gently come back to center. Breathe in and out, alternating the cross of the arms. Shake them out if you want to. Settle into it. And then bring in the movement in the opposite direction. Really root down through the sitting bones. So as we come forwards and round, we get a little stretch down towards the lower back, mid and lower back. Last one. Back to center. Bring the arms out in front, back of the hands together. Everything soft, do a big breaststroke. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring the hands interlace behind. Lift the breastbone. Keep the elbows soft. Lifting, lifting. So as we squeeze the shoulder blades naturally together by lifting the sternum, that body is open and we have this lovely stretch here through the digestive tract. Release the arms out, float the pads of the fingers and thumbs down to the earth. And breathing in, we're going to raise the right arm. And on a breath out, we're going to walk it out to the opposite side, just reaching over. Keep the sitting bones down. Just think about the position of your head and neck. A lovely side body stretch. Maybe some deep breaths again into the belly. And back through center. Opposite side. Just let it flow with breath in and out or several breaths. Upper body, side body stretching, lower body rooting down to the earth. Gently come back to center. Sweep the right arm over the left and then just release the hands down towards the top of the knees or the thighs. Just wiggle to center, lifting, lifting. Stretch of the heart through the back body, between the shoulder blades. Release in front, open wide, alternate the cross, close and lower. wiggle into it if you need to. Okay, just have a little shake out, release the legs, little shake, stretch through the knees. Bring yourself round into the cat position. So we're on all fours. Again, use any padding under the knees or the wrists if you need it. Hips stacked over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. Soften the knuckles if you want to, if that takes the pressure off your wrists. Elbows are soft, drawing the shoulders back away from the ears and the neck is in line with the spine. Have an awareness you have recruited the core muscles, starting above the pubic bone. And then just think about the feet. The tops of my feet are anchored down, so by pressing them down, I have an immediate awareness of the core and pelvic floor. Okay, we're going to release the right arm, just lifting the palm, walk the fingers out and just lengthen without a twist of the shoulder girdle. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Keep stable through the pelvis. And then releasing the palm down, stretching the opposite side, a little walk away, or you might just walk away and walk back in if it doesn't feel stable enough for your shoulder girdle. And then bring it down. And then we're going to release the right arm, going to sweep it, bring it up to parallel to the earth if you can, reaching out in front, keep the shoulders back, so there's no twist in the shoulder girdle or the hip girdle. Use the core, use the anchors of the feet. And I'm going to bring the arm down, and I'll just show you at a little angle here. We're going to bring the arm out to the side, the right arm, parallel first of all. Keep the neck in line with the spine. You can either bend at the elbow here to bring softness, or you can raise the arm, bring a little twist of the thoracic, upper back, spine towards the right, and then bring the arm down and weave it through, coming onto the forearm. You could come onto a cushion or lowering down. And then just check in the opposite arm. You might want to stretch it in front. You might want to just draw it in, just where you feel stable. I'm looking to the left now, just check in with the pelvis, avoiding the twist in the SI joints, anchor down through the feet. We're going to bring in a twist to the thoracic, and then gently release, come back to center. Have a little swish about, side to side if you need to. Back to center. And we're going to release the left arm out. You could either have the fingertips touching the ground or arms stretched out in front, parallel, reaching, draw the shoulder back towards the ear, but away from the ear down. Check in with the core and the feet. And gently releasing the hand to the earth and sliding it out to the side, parallel, palm face down. Use the core, so you don't have to lock the opposite elbow. Try to draw the shoulders back and use the core so we don't dump the weight through the shoulder girdle. Twisting open to the left. If you can raise the arm, little twist, breathing in, or several breaths in and out. But on a breath out, come down, weave it through. Just adjusting as your body needs to come down. You could rest back in child pose if you don't want to do the twisting into the shoulders. You could just sit back and rest down and maybe stretch the arms in front. And gently come back to center into a cat position. We're going to breathe in flat back, breathe out round. So let's just stretch out through the back body now. Or you could dip into cow if you've no lower back issues. Breathing out, rounding. Nice flow. Try not to lock the elbows. Still use the feet as anchors. So you're aware of the core. The chin can stay parallel to the earth, particularly if you have neck issues. You don't have to flex and extend through the neck as you flow through cat. Okay, and then coming back to center, can you release the right leg, bringing it round or walking it straight through? So we're in what they call, well, we call this easy runner. It's not always an easy position if you have tightness in the hips. Even if the foot has to be out to the side, that's fine. Just try to keep square on, not twisting. Then we're going to gently release the right arm and just bring a little circle, just bringing it round, softness to the elbow, just a little release. It might just be a smaller movement, mainly through the wrist, or it might be a little bit bigger and you can bring it into the shoulder. Reverse, mindful. If one direction doesn't work, keep it flowing in the opposite direction or rest it down. And then gently sweeping the arm forwards, reaching parallel if you can, and then bring it back parallel. Back of the hand facing down, and as the arm comes forwards, palm of the hand facing down. And check in, the feet are rooted down, both feet are anchors now, core engaged. Releasing the shoulder helps to stretch into the rib cage, intercostal muscles. And bringing the arm down. Now if you can release the right arm through the elbow and raise it open, taking the arm up or out parallel if it doesn't reach up above you. Again, check in, got a little twist through the thoracic, upper back here, but check in with the pelvis that it's not twisting to get a bigger position. Rest it down if you need to, or just stretch out in a way that feels good. And then gently release it down. And rest back into child pose. Just rest it back, or crocodile, down to the earth. Front body lay down if you want to. Okay, we are coming back onto all fours. Release the right leg again, bring it through. Can you release both hands off the earth so we come up with the arms at right angles? Again, anchoring down. Yeah. If it doesn't feel good for the knees or the hips, you could sit on a chair here. Okay. So breathing in and out, keeping the arms at right angles if you can. We're going to twist the upper body towards the right leg. Just twisting, 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 not the girdle, not of the hips. Just upper body, shoulder girdle, just twisting. Hold it here if you can. So we get a nice stretch into liver, spleen, kidneys. A twist of the thoracic spine. On an out breath, slowly come back to center. Now can you reach the arms so the palms face each other above you, reaching, reaching, reaching. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. And then slowly lower, as you continue to breathe, lower the arms down, hands either side of the right foot again. And then just walking the right foot out and round or sweeping it back and rest back into child pose. Back onto all fours. Core recruited. And then we're going to release the left arm. I'm going to stretch it out. And gently sweep it back, just flowing. The fingertips need to be on the earth. You could walk them forwards and walk them back, or just sit upright and bring a swing in through the arm. So it's controlled movement. It's not momentum. It's not the weight of the arm dropping. It's controlled into the shoulder. And you can bring a little release back, softness to the elbow and wrist, a little circle round. Okay, and gently bringing the hand down, releasing the left foot and leg. Walk it round or step it through into easy runner. Just in the shoulders, anchor down through the feet, check in with the core. Maybe you can release the left arm again, just let it flow, reaching out and then bringing it back, mindful of balance. And forwards. The neck stable. And again, a little bend of the elbow, just sweeping round. A bit of movement into the shoulder if you can. And bringing the hands down. Now we're going to release the left elbow. We're going to take it up. Take the arm out, either parallel to the earth or above you. Again, check in. You might want blocks. See if you've got blocks, you could have blocks under the hand that's down to the earth. So we're twisting upper body, anchor down through the feet, core is engaged. The pelvis is square on, we're not twisting. Try to keep stable in the SI joints here. We bend at the elbow, release the hand back down. Walk the foot or stretch it back and rest back into child pose. I'm bringing my knees wider here now and sitting back with my big toes towards each other, so I can get more of a bit more of a frog position through the legs stretching into the inner thigh. Just do what feels good. Okay, gently coming back onto all fours. Releasing the left leg through again. Or you could sit on a chair, or you could just come to high kneeling if you don't want to release the foot forwards. Okay, we're going to engage the core, anchor down through the feet, release both hands coming up, maybe using balance here. I'm going to bring the arms at right angles. Palms face forward. Just letting the breath flow as you breathe in and out. Gently twisting just the upper body. So we twist into the front leg that's at a right angle or thereabouts. And just holding it here. Really use the feet and the core to anchor down here. This does not have to be a big twist. Continue to breathe, come back to center. Stretch the arms overhead, palms face each other here, lower down through the shoulders, away from the ears. Feet, core, your anchors. And then gently releasing down. Releasing the left leg. And if you want to join me here in down dog, Adho Mukha, I'm going to tuck the toes under, recruit the core, and lifting slowly through the hips. lifting up onto the balls of the feet. And then feel or sense the heels are drawing down. They do not have to touch the ground. Lengthening, really lengthening the spine here. Remember, you can bend the knees and sit back more if you want a variation of the inversion. Maybe a little lift of each alternate heel, just a little stretch into the lower limbs. Again, if you want to, release at any time. With it if you can, and then gently lowering the knees down. And resting back into child pose. I'm coming into child pose. My arms are extended in front and I'm releasing the palms of my hands, coming up onto the pads of the fingers so I can get a lengthening into the forearms and drawing the shoulders back. Again, we can feel it coming through the shoulder blades and into the latissimus muscle underneath. Okay, gently releasing. Just safely bring yourself around to lie onto your back. Knees are bent, feet are hip width. Recruit the core. You could have support under a blanket under the back of the pelvis or the back of the head if you need it. So knees, feet parallel, anchor down gently through the feet. Recruit the core. If you can tuck the elbows in to the rib cage. My elbows are just hovering off the floor here. My palms are parallel. My palms are facing towards me. And I'm just softening the fingers a little bit. My fingers and thumbs are together. But I'm just sort of softening like there's a little cup of the hand. And just allow yourself to breathe in and out. And I'm slowly releasing my arms now, leading with the fingertips, sort of curving them up and over. The fingertips do not have to touch the ground overhead. They might do, they might not. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Keep breathing, chin to chest. This is how we release safely into the latissimus, into the shoulder blades. Check in with the feet and the core, and then gently bringing the arms down. The elbows just hook into the rib cage without touching the ground. Now flow this again, slowly just breathing, slowly arcing through the arms. When you feel you've gone as far as you can without strain, bring it gently back. If you can flow that 3 more times without rushing. Really become aware of the latissimus here. When you've completed the round, I'm going to take my arms overhead. I'm interlacing my hands overhead, rotating through the palms, stretching away. I'm going to lengthen my legs away and point my toes, squeezing the buttocks, drawing in the core, lengthening. You can squeeze your eyes and cheeks if you want to. Sensing a big stretch. It doesn't feel good for the arms overhead. They could be by your sides or upper body cross. Have an awareness of lengthening. Okay, now if you release your arms down by your sides, palms face up, and again, the fingers and thumbs, just like a light sort of cupping action, like it's a bit of a contraction there, just gently hovering off the ground. I'm bringing my chin to my chest, recruiting the core, and I'm doing what I call a scoop to really get into the core, creating a little scoop shape with the body. Now to do this, it is very strong on the lower back and the core. You don't have to lift the legs. It might be that you just keep the chin to the chest and just lift the upper sort of shoulders off the ground, or if you're really strong, raise both feet and legs off the ground. So we've got this scoop, really squeezing into the glutes, into the core, back body pressing, well done. And then gently lower the legs, lower the head and the shoulders, neck, and just relax, just come to softness. 30 seconds to let go. If you bend both knees, feet flat to the ground, and roll onto one side. I'm rolling onto my right side first of all, but we're going to do both, so it doesn't matter. It might be that you want sort of the hand under the head, or you might want the head on a little pillow, because we're going to be working the left arm. Draw in the core, and if you stack the heels, the knees, and the hips, and keep them stacked, we're going to bring the left arm, or whichever arm you're using first, out in front, fingertips are on the ground, and I'm going to trace an arc overhead, softening the elbows. So my fingertips stay on the earth, and I get a little opening into the chest, and just hold it here for a few breaths. It is a big stretch into the pecs and the armpit. So if it doesn't feel good, you can just soften it a little bit, or just relax the arm down. And then bringing it round, back in front, and then sweeping it over again. Just a little flow, let it flow now. Don't force, just notice any sensations in the body as you move, and you can make this as soft as you want to. Okay, now I'm going to stretch out both arms. So they're in front, one hand on top of the other, palm on top of the other, to the earth, softness to the shoulders. Keep the knees, ankles, feet stacked. I'm going to release the top arm as I breathe in. I'm going to gently release the top arm, taking the arm up. Keep the hips stacked and just feel the twist or the opening of the chest and the upper body. Just keep the breath flowing, bring it back. Again, you could make this a smaller movement if you just want to bring the arm to a softer bend and just release it. So it feels sort of gentle on the shoulder, that's fine. There's an opening and a closing. Then the lower body is the anchor, all stacked and anchored down, and the upper body is flowing with some movement. And then just lengthen the legs. The arms can stay out in front, or you can take the arms overhead, and we've got a big stretch while we lay on our side. Okay, drawing everything in, core, glutes, maybe inner thighs squeezing together. Reaching, lengthening. Well done. And then just soften and come round to do the opposite side. So I'm now working on my left. My left arm is just under my head. Just bringing the hand, opposite arm outstretched in front, stack the feet, knees, hips, draw in the core. And gently bending the elbow and just softening the fingertips to the earth, a little stretch overhead, or it might be a bigger movement, like drawing a rainbow on the earth overhead. You might want to sort of open it up and hold it for a few breaths if it feels safe to do so. Aware of the rib cage, the lungs, the opening into the pecs major minor, into the armpit, auxiliary lymph nodes here. The boost for your immune system. And gently bringing it back, and then one arm stacked on top of the other, palms together, just resting it down. Again, think about the support of the head and neck if you need to, particularly if you have any neck issues, support it with a pillow. And breathing in and out, lifting the top arm slowly, lower body is stacked and anchored. You could turn through the head and the neck, gaze tracing the movement of the arm if it feels safe. Just let it flow. I'm breathing in, opening, and breathing out, closing. If that's too deep a breath, just let the breath flow. Last one. Hold it open if you want to. A few breaths. Gently closing. Lengthening through the legs. Taking my arms overhead. Big side body stretch. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. The arms could be lower down if you want to. Just lengthen and stretch through the side body. You don't have to have the arms overhead. All these positions you can do and admit the arms. You can still stay in the sort of position, but admit the arms. Okay, and then gently come to lie onto your back and bring yourself into position for Shavasana. Whatever that suits, position suits your body. So you could lie on your side, on your front. Getting anything you need to be comfortable. Taking a few deep breaths to ground the weight of your body to the earth. So aware of the whole of the back body, resting the heels, calves, joints of the knees, relaxing the weight of the thighs, resting on the earth. Buttocks starting to become soft as they relax, pelvis softening, weight and length of the spine. Become aware of where we have a lot of releasing and stretching today through and around the rib cage, the latissimus under the rib cage, shoulder blades, the heart through the back body. So softening and resting to the earth. Shoulders relaxing, weight of your arms. Forearms, hands, the weight of your skull. Lovely it feels to be still. Breath naturally flowing in and out through the nostrils of your nose. Gentle breath in, gentle breath out. Each moment that passes is relax that little bit more in body and mind. Your awareness becomes more internal. The gentle micro movements of pulsing the blood through the body, the beating of your heart, gentle rise and fall of your belly. Gently taking your consciousness down to the soles of your feet, tuning into the softness of the muscles, fascial tissue, bones, tiny little joints, cells. Imagine you're breathing in through the soles of your feet, and the breath might be a light or a colour of your choice. Breath gently flowing in through the feet, and the light or the colour gliding through the ankles, calves and shins, into the joints of your knees, flowing in a figure of 8 front to back through the knees, healing and rejuvenating. Flowing up through the thighs, front and back, through the buttocks, and through the pelvis in a figure of 8, balancing the emotional body, colour or light through the pelvis. Through the back body from the tailbone of the spine to the base of the skull. Beautiful light or colour flowing up and down the spine as you breathe. colour or light flowing through the belly or the internal organs, through the front body, up through the lungs and the rib cage, filling your heart center. Flowing through the upper chest, to the shoulders, down the arms, hands to the fingertips, back up through the shoulders, through the neck, clearing and cleansing the throat center, gliding through the chin, lips, cheeks, nose, through and around your eyes, relieving tiredness. Forehead relaxing, softening, smoothing. Release any visualization or sense of it now. Stillness in body, stillness in mind, resting in Shavasana. Gently taking your consciousness back to the breath. Feel the rise and fall of the belly as you start to take deeper breath. Allow the breath to expand to the extremes of your body, the hands and the feet, through the face. Allow yourself to gently move your eyes in their sockets. Stretch out and release the jaw. Maybe some movements of the head side to side as you release into the shoulders and elbows, wrists, fingers. Down through the body, maybe bending the knees if you haven't already done so. Drawing the knees, maybe a little hug in of each individual leg and knee or both together. Rocking side to side. Noticing how you feel in body and mind without judgment. Expanding your consciousness to your immediate surroundings, the temperature of the air and the scent of the air around you. Any sounds in the immediate distance. Stretching and moving in a way that feels good. And over the next 30 seconds, bringing yourself back as we started into Sukhasana, whatever position, easy pose that is comfortable for your body. Palms together in front of your heart center. Gaze is soft. Breath is flowing. Warming the hands if you would like to, activating the nadis here. And placing the warm hands on your body with a deep breath in and a deep breath out when you feel you need the energy today. Palms back together. Releasing your gaze to your surroundings. Thanking your wonderful body for practicing yoga. And affirming today I'm healthy. I'm filled with rejuvenated energy. And all is well. Namaste.